Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. If the lens gets a little bit cloudy, it's because the camera was inside the cool room, came out here into the hot, humid air, and I'm seeing the camera lens kind of cover with some condensation. So if I do this a little bit, that's because I'm trying to keep it clear. So yesterday I spoke about, does it feel like you're in the middle of this storm? And you know, it's only been, I don't know, maybe 4 hours or so since the video posted, and I've got a lot of people commenting that they're in this storm, they're in this storm, they're in this storm. So I figured today we would just do a follow-up on exiting the storm, right? Because maybe I didn't get into that enough. So exiting the storm, and we'll see if I can keep this lens clear from fogging over. So I'd say I'm going to breathe some clean, fresh air, but it already feels like 90 degrees and humid, probably 90-degree humidity. It's heavy here. It's crazy. Little background noise. Got a helicopter, and they're chopping some tree down about 40 yards away. So much for it being quiet out here for me. Yeah, and yesterday I had Tractor Boy literally 5 feet away from my back door blowing a leaf blower trying to clean out some of these bushes down here. Anyway, the cool part is I got angry, did something about it, called the front desk, stepped out, asked them to stop, because I was trying to get some work done yesterday before the workshop really begins in earnest today. No symptoms. Felt the emotions, allowed it, took action. The emotions passed. No symptoms. Stress does not have to equal symptoms. Period. End of story. So, exiting the storm. A lot of people were saying, yeah, I'm in it, and it's scary. So let's first address, what's going on. When we're in the storm, it is because oftentimes the symptoms are going the wrong direction. They're going up as opposed to down or gone. And when symptoms go the wrong direction, the natural response, pretty much for anybody, would be, oh no, why is it getting worse? Then we launch into this investigative, figure it out type of thought process. Well, what exactly did I do, and why are my symptoms getting worse? This doesn't make sense. Did I do too much? Maybe it's not TMS. Oh no, maybe I'm doing this wrong. I don't think I understand this. Maybe I need to learn more. Maybe I should watch some more videos. Maybe I need to read another book. That's it. I need to read another book on TMS because I've only read 6 of them. And maybe the 7th book is going to be the magic trick that turns it off. And so, really important for us to understand that when symptoms are making themselves known, doesn't mean you're doing anything wrong. Doesn't mean you need to figure something out. It doesn't mean it's not TMS. Inevitably it is. Doesn't mean any of that stuff. All those worrisome thoughts when symptoms are going up instead of down, they're just more evidence of TMS. Perceived danger creating symptoms, and even the negative, fearful thoughts are just coming from a brain perceiving danger. So, if you want to exit the storm, when symptoms go the wrong direction, first thing you have to do is say, I don't have to figure anything out, because I know what's going on, right? Fundamentals, I've been talking about it a lot lately. The 4 fundamentals. What causes symptoms, or what causes them to increase? Perceived danger. What causes them to decrease? The feeling of safety. Simply put, that is what's going on. So, back to fundamentals. Symptoms are going up. The brain must be perceiving danger. Do I have to figure it out? If it's obvious, make a note of it. Yep. Yep, just got off the phone with my mother-in-law. Boy, she really has a way of insulting me and criticizing me and judging me. And as I've said before, criticism feels an awful lot like threat, like an attack. And that can absolutely raise the alert status in the brain. So number one, what causes symptoms? Perceived danger. What helps them? Feeling of safety. That's all you got to know. Does this apply to me? Hopefully you've already done the assessments, done the research, evaluated your own personal evidence, and found, if not one, many examples of situations in your life where you said, there's no way that could happen if my body was structurally or physically the problem. So look for that evidence. Do the assessments. And if you don't know where the assessments are, painfreeyou.com/start. Go there, do the assessments, make a decision. I know what's going on, and I know it applies to me, right? Those are the first two fundamentals. Third one, pretty easy. Know there's a cure. Absolutely. You wouldn't be watching these videos. You wouldn't be participating in this mind-body community if you didn't believe there was a cure. Fourth one, right? This fourth one, really key. Knowing that you have what it takes to get better, right? And sometimes the fear that I don't have what it takes to get better, I'm too anxious, my health anxiety is too high, my symptoms have been around too long, my symptoms are too weird, I can't do this, this is too hard. Sound familiar? That one can keep you in the storm by itself. Knowing what's going on, knowing that it applies to you, knowing that there's a cure is all well and good, but if you don't believe you have what it takes to implement these solutions, these proven principles of recovery, if you don't believe you have what it takes, it's going to cause you to stay in the storm. So get these four fundamentals down, particularly number 4, which is, yes, I can do this. Am I scared? Heck yes. Am I terrified? Possibly. Right? But you can do this. And the reason I say that is because people are getting better. Other human beings are getting better, and you're a human being too. So that means you can get better too, because our systems work the same. Yes, our life experience is all different. The way we think is different. The way we've been raised is different. Our life traumas are different. But we are all, at our core, human beings, which is a wonderful thing. Because if one person can go from being absolutely terrified and not wanting to live anymore to getting back and living life and smiling and laughing and doing pretty much whatever the heck they please, you can too. So know that you have what it takes. Is it hard? Yes. Will it be one of the harder things you've ever had to accomplish? Yes. But guess what? You can do it, and it's absolutely worth it. Know that it is worth it. As hard as this may seem, it's way harder to stay in despair and fear that you'll never get out of it. Doesn't matter how many times you got to reassure yourself, hand on the heart, and say, I'm going to be okay. It's worth it. Because imagine this, you got 10 minutes at your disposal. So you spend 10 minutes going, these symptoms are kicking my butt, but I know what's going on. I know what it is. My brain is just overprotective, so I'm not concerned by it. So I'm not going to freak out about it. I'm not going to ruminate on it all day long and try to figure it out. Just going to focus on safety. I'll get to that in a minute. And I know I have what it takes. So you could either do that, or you could ruminate on fear and I can't do this, this is too hard, and basically get stuck in the fear. And you know what? It takes the same amount of time. They're both hard. Yes, it's hard to reassure yourself when you're terrified, or when you're scared, or when you're even just mildly concerned. Yeah, it takes a little bit of conscious effort. But it's just as hard to sit there fearfully ruminating about the life that you wish you had, right? I wouldn't call either of them fun, but when you recognize that the reassurance and the clarity and the reminding yourself of the accurate knowledge that you can get better, it's not quite fun, but it's uplifting. Because you know it's pointing you in the right direction. Because you know this leads you to getting better. Right? Hope that makes sense. So, exiting the storm. How the heck do we do that? 4 fundamentals, for sure. That's got to be your starting point, because if you don't got them, it's going to be tough to move forward. But then it gets down to reassurance. Calm reassurance. Reviewing the accurate data. Knowing that these are false alarms. I'm not really sick. Why? Because I know what causes symptoms. I know that it applies to me. And I know I'm capable of applying these proven principles. So I can sit calmly in the storm knowing it will pass. And yeah, we want it to pass immediately. We want to snap our fingers and have it turn off immediately. Unfortunately, that's not the way it works. We cannot control the symptoms. That's up to your subconscious brain. And when the subconscious perceives danger, symptoms can get turned on or turned up. When the subconscious perceives that you're safe, it can turn down. And it can happen a lot quicker than you think. But don't try to force it. Don't try to do anything. Influence it. Expect the best. Expect this storm is going to pass. I'm going to come through this. My job is safety. My job is to show the brain that I'm okay by thinking, acting, and behaving as if I'm actually okay. Because if you're running around saying, how come my pain won't go away? I'm terrified. You're not showing your brain anything other than keep the alert high. Keep the perceived danger high. Keep the symptoms high, because we're in trouble, because I am thinking, acting, and behaving as if I'm in trouble. You want to turn things around. You got to turn things around. That starts with you. Thinking, acting, and behaving as if you're okay. Because you really are. I mean, you are really okay. And at some point in time, you're going to go, I can't believe it. I spent all that time freaking out and worrying and trying to figure it out and fully in despair when I was really okay the whole damn time. And don't judge yourself harshly for that. I'm just trying to help you get there a lot quicker. Right? A lot quicker. And you can, and you will. Just recognize it's a false alarm. Imagine being in, a school somewhere, and the fire alarm goes off. They immediately say, oh, false alarm. Somebody just pulled it. False alarm. Are you going to run around the hallway screaming as if you're going to die in a fire? No. It's a false alarm. TMS, perceived danger pain, perceived danger symptoms, neuroplastic pain, neural circuit disorders, all this stuff. Nothing more than false alarms. So please ask yourself, what is it that I'm actually scared of? I'm scared of the pain itself. Okay, but it's a false alarm. It's making a lot of noise. It's not damaging. It's not doing anything. I'm scared it won't ever go away. But it will if you recognize it's a false alarm and dial down the fear and focus on safety and returning your focus to engaging in life. This stuff doesn't have to be that complicated, folks. I have more and more people getting better and sharing that with me all the time. And it's because they're implementing this knowing. They take the intellectual knowledge and they know I'm actually okay. So you can do it too. Exiting the storm is really up to you on when you can really decide to accept the 4 fundamentals. I know what's going on. It applies to me. There's a solution. I am capable of it. Damn it. I know it. Because in the end, it means you're not broken in the first place. So, love you guys and gals. The storm will pass. And this video will kind of give you some tips on how you can help it pass a little bit quicker. Right? Watch it again. Take some notes. You've got this. I believe in you. So, yep. Excuse me. All right, everybody. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care.